Welcome back to another amazing episode of the solo house flipping series, and it is day 39 today, and Django is ready to get on the job. And this morning I have the kitchen on my mind. I want to get this kitchen cabinet layout figured out and ordered. I am going to go with RTA cabinets, which stands for Ready to Assemble. And here is what I like to do. I do not need a designer. I do it all myself. In this corner, I am going to have a 30-inch upper and lower cabinet next to that farmhouse sink base. To the left of that will be the dishwasher, and there will be a 24-inch cabinet above it. And then I will have a nice pendant light right above the sink. Transferring over to the left here will be the fridge, and there will be a cabinet above it with two side panels. Next to it will be a 9-inch upper, lower, and then also the electric stove will go right there with the microwave above it and a nice cabinet. And next to that will be a nice 27-inch cabinet. Turning the corner here, there will be a void space right there in that corner. I will then have a 36-inch cabinet, and next to it will be an 18-inch garbage cabinet. In total, these cabinets will cost me $5,100. Let me know in the comments below if you think that's a good deal or not. Now that that's all figured out and ordered, I just need to pick up where I left off yesterday. I'm going to get that new sanding disc on my drywall sander and get all suited up and ready to go. I am down in this basement walk-in closet, and I'm just going to get this all sanded and ready for that primer. What I like to do is I just like to work top bottom, so I'm going to start working on that ceiling. And then next, I'm going to follow up with the walls. And I definitely do not want to over sand this and rip the paper. And here is that hand sander that I'm going to use, and also that sanding foam block that I like to use on those inside corners. That drywall sander does a great job of getting those big areas, but it doesn't quite work as well in those inside corners. So I have to do it the old-fashioned method, by hand, and just get it nice and sanded and trying to catch any other high spots. Once that is all done, I'm going to get out that shop vac and get this place nice and clean so that there's not any drywall dust that will interfere with my paint and primer. Next, what I like to do is just get a little bit of this paintable caulk, and I am going to run those inside corners to make sure that I have a nice and good looking inside corner. It's just a little trick that I like to do that works out for me pretty well. And this is what it looks like when this closet is all sanded and ready for primer. Now what we need to do is move on to this downstairs bathroom. This is the last spot that I need to do any major drywall sanding on, and I just want to get it taken care of so that I'm all done and I can finally put this drywall sander away. It's been a lot of work going from framing to insulating and electrical, hanging all this drywall, and now finally getting this all sanded. It's been a long time coming, but I'm really looking forward to getting this wrapped up. And I just got to put the pedal to metal and get this all sanded, and it is starting to look good. Now I'm just going to move on with that hand sander again, and once that is all done, I am going to bust out that vacuum and get this all cleaned up. That way I don't have any drywall dust that is floating around in this basement or affecting the adhesion of the paint. And we are starting to look really good, and I am happy with the progress. Now for the final time, I need to get that caulk out, because you know what they say, caulk and paint makes a carpenter what he ain't. And I'll tell you what, that definitely applies to this poor carpenter. And Django was fast asleep while I was working, and here is a final look at that downstairs bathroom, and we are all ready for primer. And here is a closer look at that drywall primer that I will be putting on these walls. So I'm going to get in the bathroom upstairs and start getting this primer on. I'm going to use that larger 14-inch roller again. I'm also going to be using my brush on those inside corners. When it comes to priming, you do not need to get a whole lot of prime on the walls. It is okay if you can still see that raw drywall behind it. It is very important to get this drywall primer on because the drywall paper is very porous, so it helps seal it, and it also applies a nice even surface for you to apply your new paint to. And lastly, if you do not provide the primer on the raw drywall, you are very likely to have that paint peel in the future. And that is going to be a wrap for day 39. I am super happy with the progress I am making on this project. This basement is looking super good when it is finally all sanded and have that primer on. I still need to take care of that downstairs bathroom, bedroom, and closet, but I am making some great progress on this upstairs kitchen as well as this bathroom, and we are ready to get this place painted and transformed. Now let's get Django home and fed because he's had a long day on the job.